Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to My Life on a Budget. Y'all, today is Friday and I'm going to go ahead and do my bill pay from the checks we just got. So if you are interested in those type of videos, then stay tuned. Hey y'all, hey, so I am back. If you stay tuned, then that means you are interested in trying to go ahead and set up, well, not set up, but we paid some bills, and I just want to acknowledge those bills. First of all, before we get into it, you guys, I thought long and hard about if I was going to even do this video, just because a lot of things has been going on at home, and just I have a lot of things going on right now. So, but you know what? It is what it is. You know, the Lord has continued to bless me. So I said I'm gonna go ahead and do the video. Okay. Let's get the pleasantries out of the way. I want to say, hey y'all, hey to my returning budget bays. How y'all doing? I'm so glad that y'all decided to return with your girl. And if you are new here, hey, I hope you like it here. If you do, please go ahead and subscribe to your girl, okay? We are at the 20th of the month. And remember, your girl is trying so desperately to get to 50 subscribers by the end of the month, if at all possible. I got my fingers crossed, you guys. So if you are not a subscriber, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit it. It's free, and it really helps my channel. Also, if you like this type of video, then please go ahead and hit the like button, and feel free to leave me a comment. Y'all, so before I even get into it, let's talk about a couple things. So life has happened, y'all. I'm in the real estate business. For those who do not know, I am normally in like post-closing and compliance type of situation, and as everybody knows, we are in the middle of a almost recession. We're really technically we are in a recession, okay? But and with inflations and things of that nature, your girl has been laid off. Actually, my entire department was laid off. And so, you know, I'm dealing with that. Okay, I honestly don't feel a way about it, y'all. I have a really supportive husband. You know, we have made plans to do things that we need to do. I was able to get a severance package, you know, all of those things. So I don't feel any type of way. You know, honestly, I feel like the Lord is trying to assist me, because low key I've been wanting to do something else. Not necessarily something else altogether, meaning moving out of real estate, but I definitely wanted to get into another facet of the real estate part. Maybe commercial, maybe into more compliance. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I know that I kind of was burnt out with what I was doing. But since I was so complacent, or since I was so comfortable, I shouldn't say complacent, maybe comfortable with the job, and I had been doing it for so long, I just never made an effort to jump out there to see what was out there, you know? And I feel like that maybe the Lord is trying to show me, like, girl, you have goals that you want to meet, or it's other things that you want to do. And if I don't go ahead and push you out, you're not going to get out. So I'm just really trying to look at this really positively. And for those of you guys who believe in God on my channel, then go ahead and shoot your girl a prayer that basically keeps us and protects us. And just keep me in prayer with all of the things that I have going on. Okay? Now that ugly stuff is out of the way, let's take out a couple of things, you guys. We are going to talk about bills. I paid some bills. And like I said, with the layoff, I feel like I'm going to do some things a little bit differently. If you guys watched my, January budget video, I was based upon that I was still working, right? And so I was putting, you know, some things on there or whatever the case may be. But I was able to get, you know, our money, the money from my paycheck, as well as my severance and things of that nature. So we had some money come in. So what I did was, or what I plan on doing is I'm going to take the lump sum of money that we have, and what I'll do is every 2 weeks I'll deposit as if I was making my check. That's what I'm going to do. Of course, I'm going to look for a job and all that different stuff, and I'm sure I'll get a job or whatever. That's not my main concern. My husband is not concerned about me working. He actually wants me to kind of chill right now, kind of get focused on what we have going on, and kind of figure out exactly what I have to do. So I just want to give a quick nail clap to Papa for that. Everybody does not have people in their corner that is willing to be by their side, and if this was about 10 years ago, I don't know that I would have had what I needed. I don't know if I would be in the same place in my mind that I am now, as far as making sure we're covered, trying to make sure not just frivolously spending our money, etc. So I'm just really grateful to the Lord for the progress in my mind frame. Okay. Hopefully everything will work out. Like I said, prayerfully everything will work out. Am a very avid faith believer. God has not let me down yet, and I don't feel like he will. And so it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm getting hit from all angles, but the God is still good. All right. So let's talk about a couple of things, y'all. With my check, we got some checks, right? So what I did was I went ahead and used some of that money to go ahead and pay off some of my bills, well, the rest of our bills for the last 2 weeks of January. Okay. I was supposed to be receiving my check on January the 30th, but since they gave it to us early, I went ahead and just knocked out all of the bills. So that's the reason why we're going to do two checks this time. Okay. Also, let's talk about me putting money into this account. I have put money into this account, my savings account, right? So when Papa got paid on the 5th of January, let me make sure you guys, yeah. So when Papa got paid on the 5th of January, we actually put another $75 into that account, okay? Because he got he got a week worth of check at the end of December. If you guys watch my video, y'all know that already. And so we took the $75 out of that check and put it to our savings. And then when he got the rest of the week on the 5th, which was 0105, we put an additional $75 there, okay? Then when I got paid on the 15th or the 13th, it was technically the 15th, but it was the 13th. 0113, my check automatically deposits $100 out of that from my job. I automatically had that set up, okay? So it automatically deposited $100, and then I took the liberty of moving another $50 to make the total be $150, okay? Then Papa ended up getting paid on the 19th, which is the checks that we're about to talk about now. So we're going to say 0119, and I moved over $150, okay? For Papa's part of the savings. And then with my check that I really just received on today, we're going to put 0120, and we're going to say that I moved over another $150, okay? So even though, yes, I've been laid off, I still want to keep my money together, and so, or try to save until I can't do it anymore. If we get to the point to where it's just like, girl, you're not having enough money coming in order to save like you need to, then we'll talk about that. But until then, I want to still try to at least save where I can, okay? So we're done with the savings tracker, okay? So let me move this out of the way. And then let's talk about my bills from Papa's check. Now, as you guys can see, I just took a Happy Planner piece of paper, which is what I normally do, and I just wrote bills paid on top of it, and then this is for 0119. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put all of the bills that we paid for 0119, and I am going to fast forward it, and then we can talk about it in just a few minutes, okay? All right, you guys, so now we are back. I finally finished doing this part right here. Like I said, y'all enjoyed that little speed up process right there. But let's go over the bills that I paid. So you already know that I gotta pull out my handy dandy bill pay tracker because I did pay some bills and we want to make sure that we put that in there. Okay, I did not put all of my bills from the beginning of the month because remember I have a couple of bills due at the beginning of the month. I got my AAA and my Life 360. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this out the way and we can go ahead and talk about this because I need to check off what's been paid and what hasn't. Okay, the Life 360 bill though, that has already been paid. That amount was $16.23. Okay, my AAA bill was paid on the 7th, so that amount was $12.16. Okay, my Netflix was also paid. Netflix was paid on the 13th. All right, so that particular bill was $16.77. All right, so now we are. Oh yeah, and my mortgage was already paid. Of course, my mortgage was $26.51. That's been paid, and then last but not least, that'll bring us current will be my husband's car insurance. Yeah, that car insurance was on this check for the 15th as well, which will be $60.21. So $60.21, that's been paid. And then my smaller life insurance policy of $35.63 has also been paid. All right, so now that brings us up here to where we are now, which is the bills paid for 0119, y'all. Okay, so the first bill we already talked about that we moved $150 over to our savings account, so we don't need to put that. I also moved $662.75 over to our other account for our mortgage. That's part one of four of our mortgage. Like I told you guys, I take my mortgage and divide it into four. Okay. Now, Papa's life insurance policy, we do have money allocated for his life insurance policy to be paid. That bill should be coming out if it hasn't already. That amount is going to be $120.86. Okay, I am not going to check that because I just need to verify that that's been auto drafted out. Okay, then I paid off my Victoria's Secret account. Okay, that particular Victoria's Secret account, I ended up owing them $191.13, and I'm gonna put over here that this is paid off. Okay, that interest on there, I think my bill ended up being, I think I spent about $200 or 100 and something, almost $200 on this Victoria's Secret account, y'all. And by the time I got it, the interest back, it was back up to $191. Like, girl, let me pay you off. I can't do that to 20 something percent. And then especially with me now being laid off, I guess it was a good thing that my mind said, girl, pay that off. Okay, so then Papa's going to get his hair cut tomorrow. So he will be taking $60 out. I did pay my Naval Federal card. I paid $250 toward that particular card. So I'm going to check off that that's been paid. Diavian also did pay her car note. I got that. I want to say she paid $256.60, but I don't want to put that in there yet because I need to verify. Yeah, $258.60 actually. I don't have to verify that. $258.60 is how much she paid. Okay. Papa also paid his cell phone bill. His cell phone bill was $120.86. Hold on, I done wrote something wrong. I said that this was his Papa's life insurance policy was the 120, but that's incorrect. Okay, his life insurance policy is actually 135.06. Okay, y'all. So 135.06. I'm not going to check that because, again, like I said, I need to verify that it has come out. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the water bill. We did go ahead and pay the water bill. That water bill ended up being $80.71. Okay. And then last but not least, I did move over $150 of Papa's check for our trip payment. Okay, so far so good. That has been done. Let's move this over and let's move on to our final one. And then we're going to move on to my check. All right, remember, again, my check I wasn't supposed to be receiving until the end of the month. However, with me being laid off, they went ahead and paid us our check for the end of the month, as well as our severance and blah 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 blah. So in my mind, I was just like, girl, go ahead and pay your bills, because why wait? You know what I mean? Like I said, I was going to be moving the money over to I moved the money over to my personal checking account, and then what I'll do is I'll allocate so much money every 2 weeks to our account, like I'm really still getting paid. Okay. But in my mind, I'm like, you have the money, let's go ahead and finish this month off. That way you don't have to worry about any of that. And then when Papa gets his check, it'll be a brand new fresh month for February. Okay. So that's my mind frame. Okay. All right. Then so we got bills paid. Okay, so the first bill, I'm going to speed through this and then we'll come back. All right, y'all, so we have that all written out. Now, let's talk about what we paid. Let's pull back out our checklist, and all of our bills should be paid at this point, except for, I think, my car insurance, and I need to pay our cell phones, okay? But let's talk about it. So we moved an additional $150 over to the savings. Like I said, I got my check, and so I would normally be moving $150 over, so we're going to try to keep that done. We did that. I did go ahead and pay my gas bill. My gas bill ended up being $150. You guys, my gas bill went up so much, 64. From those little days that it got cold, that gas bill went up so much, y'all. All right, then I paid my light bill. I ended up paying my light bill. My light bill was $197.57. I had the wrong date on that light bill, so that's what that is, okay? But it was $197.57. That's been paid. My Audible is going to be like $16 and some change. I don't know the exact amount on that Audible, but I haven't. I'm going to add Audible here. All right, and then we're going to move on to ADT. I did pay my ADT bill, which was $48.95. I paid my mother's ADT bill, which is $42.99. I also paid our Xfinity and Wi-Fi bill, and that amount was $298.91. That amount has went up, y'all. That amount has went up. So I need to see what's going on with my bill there, because they do have a little notice when I went to pay the bill. I think my bill is normally like $279 or $289, and now it's $298. Like, y'all, that extra $10 is really doing it for me. So that's going to be a problem for me. I need to call them and find out what's going on. All right, but last but not least, y'all can see I only got my car insurance that's going to automatically come out on the 28th, my life insurance policy that'll come out on the 29th, and then we have our cell phones. Okay, I will probably do another video where we paid that off if need be. I can do that. We'll see how it goes, y'all. We'll see how it goes, but for the most part, I just wanted to make sure that I got as many bills paid off as I could. And so yeah, that's basically what I was doing. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this stuff back into my folder. Remember, I like to be on the month or the week that I am on. Okay, which is the 19th. That's when Papa got paid. We're going to go ahead and put his check stub right here. Well, not check stub, but you know what we did with his account right there. And then I ended up getting paid right behind it. It should have been back here for this week. I think I'm going to go ahead and put it back here, though, y'all. I paid it on the 20th, but no, you know what? No, I'm not. I'm just going to put it right here. And then next week won't have a... Next week just won't have anything on there, because all of the bills except for the 3 bills I can just put right there when those are paid. Okay, all right, so if you have made it to the end of this video, I just want to tell you guys, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for bearing with me with this particular video. Like I said, I wasn't even going to make it. Thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. Again, if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I would love for you guys to be here with your girl at the Budget Bae world, okay? Like it if you liked it, and until next time, you guys, my life on a budget. Bye.